Welcome to EMTERIA Explains. My name is Teresa and today I'm going to give you an introduction to OTA updates for Android devices. An OTA update is also called over-the-air update and describes the wireless delivery of new software or firmware versions to devices deployed in the field. So what does that mean? A really good example is the kind of updates you receive for the operating system of your smartphone, which gets updated regularly without any effort on your side. So you don't have to contact your manufacturer, right? So you just receive the update. And this is what OTA updates really are. So they make sure that your devices stay secure and bugs get solved quickly throughout the whole life cycle of your device. One question you might ask is which devices need OTA updates? So OTA updates should be used basically for any device connected to the internet and also other networks. So they are important to make sure that those devices are not failing or can be hacked. And this is especially important in the context of the growing number of embedded IoT devices because they are running essential industrial applications, and it's really important to make sure that those are secure and running stable. So why devices need OTA updates? Their connection to the internet makes them more vulnerable. So they are exposing basically sensitive data to potential exploits by their connection to the internet. Therefore, they need regular security patches and also bug fixes in cases there are bugs in the software. So security vulnerabilities can have a severe impact on millions of devices running special software. One really good example is the recent Dirty Pipe CVE vulnerability. Dirty Pipe is the most serious vulnerability for Linux and Android systems in the last 6 years. And there were immediately security patches released once the vulnerability became public. However, having updated software at hand only helps that much, right? So these security patches need also to be installed on the affected devices, and this can be a big challenge especially to companies. So Dirty Pipe is a good example of emergent security risks, and that can put entire device fleets at risk. So a fast and robust way to roll out security patches is needed to prevent those issues. So the most useful channel for delivering security patches is over-the-air updates. And with over-the-air updates, you can respond pretty fast and also more flexible by rolling out essential security patches and bug fixes. So in the case of the Dirty Pipe CVE vulnerability, you could have rolled out the patch immediately after it became public and fixed. So besides the security aspects, updates are also crucial for providing new features and keeping devices competitive. So regular updates are the most efficient way to get ahead of your competitors and ensure long-term security and functionality to all your devices at once. So a really good example is Tesla. They are leading the way, basically. They were the first to update their shipped cars remotely on a large scale and removing the need to visit your car dealership, so you just receive your update over the air. So when talking about OTA updates, we also want to know how OTA updates can be executed. So OTA updates can basically be triggered manually or performed fully automated. So there are sensible use cases for both paths. Manually triggered OTA updates require active installation by the user, while automated updates do not need user interaction at all. They are performed by the device based on defined conditions such as time. Specific update schedules help to update devices at night or when they are not currently used to ensure their uptime, right? So automatic OTA updates are useful for especially single-purpose devices that are constantly used by different people and different users. A good example are public ticket vending machines. Updates can also be initiated by the device operator, which is usually the IT operations team of the company owning or operating the devices. These administrators have remote access to the devices via mobile device management or MDM and can roll out updates directly from their browser and define an update schedule in a more centralized way, so you don't have to do it device by device. And this is especially useful in industrial environments and, as you can imagine, for whole fleets of professional devices. So I already mentioned some of the benefits of OTA updates, like security and competitive advantage. But one big advantage is that OTA updates drastically reduce maintenance costs. So basically, there's no longer a need to send maintenance personnel on site and do updates manually. So this really reduces the overhead costs of maintenance workforce. And in addition to that, updating field deployed devices remotely allows for shorter reaction times and faster service deliveries. Another advantage is that updates can be scheduled. So security updates take effect more quickly and keep your devices stable, adaptable, and secure without sacrificing device uptime. And therefore, you just can do the updates when the devices are not used and not during critical operation hours. After explaining what OTA updates are and giving a short introduction, you might ask, what does EMTERIA add to this process? Yeah, we have basically developed a platform for efficient over-the-air update management for your Android devices, so you don't have to do that. And if you're interested in using OTA updates for your products, you can just try EMTERIA Device Hub for free. So you can start with your first 3 devices and easily start distributing OTA updates and keep your device fleets up to date. That's it for today. If you have any questions, get in contact, send me an email, visit our website, check out our social media channels. Thanks for watching, and yeah, have a nice day.